Hi. So, flowers. It's springtime. We love flowers. Moms like flowers. Teachers like flowers. I haven't met anybody that doesn't like flowers. So we're going to reuse an egg carton. You can use styrofoam or paper. Here's what we need to know about those though. If you have a choice at the grocery store between a styrofoam egg carton or a paper egg carton, choose the paper one. That paper has actually been recycled many, many times, and it's kind of on its last iteration of being a recycled product. Those paper fibers get shorter and shorter and shorter, and they're harder to put back together. So that's made of paper pulp. If you look at it, it looks really bumpy. That's because those fibers are kind of breaking down. So we can reuse these things, and we're going to turn them into tulips. And for the stem, you may need a pipe cleaner, or I used a wooden skewer just because that's what I had. You can also, if you're going to make these for a teacher, use a pencil. And then your teacher will have pencils that they can reuse as well. Also, you may want a marker. I used a marker to color part of the plant that we're going to talk about. Remember parts of plants? We're going to talk about that. Meet me back here. Okay, to make this, oh, I didn't mention, we also have another reused item here. I just used a bottle that I had for the base. And if you're gonna use a plastic one, you may wanna put some rocks or some marbles or shells or something in the bottom just to give it a little bit of weight so it doesn't get tippy. All right, so I'm going to cut off one of these little egg holders, and it's kind of jagged on the edges, so I kind of just took my scissors and rounded off some petals. Do you remember what petals on a plant are used for? They are the showy part of the plant, usually the part that attracts us, but it also attracts pollinators. And pollinators are super important so that we get more plants and we get fruits and sometimes vegetables. So the flower is an important part of the petals are an important part of the plant. So I'm rounding this off. These little scraps will have to go in the trash if this is styrofoam. All right. So I've got that. Now, I'm going to show you with the wooden skewer just so we can talk more about parts of plants. I'm going to put this right up through the middle, and this part down here will be the stem. Now, you see that in the middle? That kind of reminds me of a part of a plant in the flower part. That part kind of reminds me of the pistil, and the pistil is really important in pollination. So if you remember, there are perfect flowers with both male and female parts, the pistil being the female part. And there are imperfect flowers that have only one of those parts. And we rely on the insects for pollination instead of just the wind blowing the pollen onto the pistil. So I'm going to push that up. I colored mine because usually that's kind of a yellowish or maybe an orangish. It looks like it's got pollen all over it. So just for fun and to remind you guys about parts of plants, I did that. Now it's missing the stamen part of the plant, but that's okay. These are imperfect flowers. So done and done. I can put that in my little vase, maybe serve mom some breakfast in bed, or bring her a, I don't know, bring her a sandwich, bring her a bagel. Have fun with it. Thanks for watching.